You're watching this video right now because you feel overwhelmed by having too many ideas on how you want to have your digital product create financial freedom for you and solve other people's problems. Or you're feeling lost on the proper protocol in order for you to follow so you can turn your knowledge into an info product, a digital product that actually earns you money. Or you're just worried about finding an offer that actually works for your niche. Well, in this video, I want to say first and foremost, it's not your fault. There's tons of false information and bad information out here that you've probably soaked in. And I'm going to make sure that you have complete clarity, no more confusion, no more negative mindsets towards what do I need to do, no more frustration, and make sure that you have a clear path to actually having an unsaturated digital product that are literally blowing up in 2025. And everything that I'm showing you here, I have actually done, and it's helped me earn over 6 figures online with my own knowledge, turning it into a digital product. We're going to get right into it. The first thing are webinars. I remember starting my business 5 years ago. I thought that I had to get on high ticket sales calls, call each person who seemed interested in my content, and then follow up with them to see if they actually wanted to buy my program for thousands of dollars. Now, here's the problem with that. That is very time consuming and you're probably working a full-time job. So 4 years later, I realized this isn't something that is scalable unless I hire other people, and I just didn't want to hire other people. I wanted to have myself and maybe an editor, but here was the problem. I didn't know how to do what people call sell to many. Instead of talking to one person, I'm talking to multiple people. This YouTube video is a clear structure of one to many. I am literally giving you information, but multiple people are watching this video right now. As a matter of fact, even after this hour, somebody else is going to follow up and watch this video later on. In the next month, somebody's going to watch this video. And in the next year, somebody's going to watch this video. So we need to have a process called a webinar that allows people to learn, but also have them solve their problems faster without the frustrations, without the problems that we went through in order for them to get the desired result. Okay. And so this is so beautiful because I literally paid over $2,500 to a mentor to teach me how to create webinars. And I was a complete beginner. I didn't start 5 years ago. I started literally a year and a half ago doing webinars. And I didn't believe in it because I'm like, well, who is going to listen to me? This webinar looks boring. It's no fancy colors. It's not fancy. I've never spoken in front of a crowd of people. But honestly, webinars, and I'm talking about online webinars here, like literally being on Zoom, literally blew up my business. I didn't have to have 100 or 2,000 people inside of my webinar. As a matter of fact, a lot of my webinars had only 2 to 20 people in there, but I never left with anything less than $1,000 by literally reading out my webinar, presenting it to people who wanted to solve a problem, and that only took me 45 minutes. Imagine what you could do with earning $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 to $5,000 by only spending 45 minutes of your own time. And that's only 45 minutes a week. Okay. So webinars is one of the things that literally are blowing up right now in 2025. But number 2 is going to be interactive AI courses, which is something that you probably haven't heard of because I worked in tech and I also love using AI. And then I realized that, wow, courses are going to change. You want to have an interactive AI course. All this means is that you build a course with AI. You honestly create it 10 times faster, but your actual customers, your students who buy your digital products, they're actually able to interact with the course because you've built it with AI and it literally wrote it out for you to where your students can interact with the course, learn, have their business set up, or have their whatever you're teaching in your niche set up as well. Now, the difference between this is you're just not recording videos and saying, hey, here's the course, here's how you do this. You can definitely do that. But having an interactive course allows people to pause the video, interact with the page, because AI will create a literal web page where people have to click and type on, and they will get the desired result. They will get the information as well. They will get clarity. And I think a lot of us were confused as beginners. Okay. And I know I was confused as a beginner, and I know that a recorded video doesn't always help me out 110%. An interactive AI course gives you live feedback based off the problem that you're solving for your clients, for your students. I think it's a beautiful thing. That's exactly what I have in my free Passion to Profit school community. By the way, the link to that is in the description down below. If you want to learn how to create or how AI courses, interactive AI courses work, then join the Passion to Profit community and you'll see exactly how you'll have clarity. You won't have any more frustration or overwhelm, and you'll have a clear path to help you understand how you're going to make money and get financial freedom by having your own digital products. Now, number 3 are school communities. School communities are literally unsaturated. I know you've seen every other YouTuber out here be like, yeah, join my school community. And maybe you've joined a couple. Here's the thing. A school community is always going to be unique to you. Why? Because it's you. Yes, there are tons of people probably teaching the same thing that you are teaching. And that's a good thing because it's already proven to make money. You don't want to start something and try to recreate the wheel and hope it earns money. You want something that's already proven. Okay. And so the beautiful thing with this is once you create your own school community, you will stand out because if people love watching your content on YouTube, then they will love learning from you. They're going to be curious about what is in his or her school community that I can learn more of that I'm not learning on the front end on YouTube. And it actually puts them in what we call an ecosystem. If you've been watching my videos, you know I love talking about Apple devices. They have a beautiful structure about this. They have the iPhone. They have the iPad. They have the Apple Pencil. They have the AirPods. They have the iCloud. They have the Apple Care. They have the Apple Music. That is called an ecosystem. They have the Apple Watch. Okay. And that is called an ecosystem. An ecosystem surrounds your viewers and converts them into actual customers or clients or students, whatever you want to call them. But they're willing to learn from you, but they're surrounded by your ecosystem. So now when they look for help, they know exactly where to go. You're putting them in a community, and it's a beautiful thing. And it's literally blowing up still in 2025 because people like learning from other people. They don't want something that's automated. They use AI, but what's more important is feeling like they belong somewhere. And I'm not just saying that. I was a part of a mentorship that I could have left literally after a year of being in it, but I stayed in it for 3 years, paying $400, $500 a month, okay, per month to be a part of the community because there were so many like-minded individuals that were earning money, that were earning $20, $30, $50,000, $100,000 a month. And it was so motivating to see that because I knew the information they had access to in that course, in that community, I had access to too. And I could ask them questions and I can get on Zoom calls with them. It was a beautiful, beautiful ecosystem. Okay. And so joining a community and creating your own community is one of the most powerful things you can ever do. And that's why I have my free Passion to Profit community where you can get an experience so you don't have any more confusion. You have clarity on how you're going to get financial freedom by having your own digital product offer using AI, but also using your knowledge to turn that into a digital product. All right. But that is it. That is all. Again, the Passion to Profit community that's completely free is in the link in the description down below. All right. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.